Right. To relieve myself.
Psychic Derek Domino, his name says it all.
Psychic. Yeah, that's without a doubt. Hitchcock had him in mind when he made that movie. Derek Domino, the original Psycho. Believe me when I tell you, folks. Believe me.
Complete nut Psycho Derek Domino.
I've known Domino since the day he got in the business. And if it's at all possible, he's crazier now than he was then. You're actually supposed to progress in life as you get older. This guy's regressed. He's about as basic form of human being as you could get.
Some companies call him too crazy to hire.
He is. You know, I know he's been kicked out of more leagues than he's worked in.
Yeah.
He's
I
an
can
animal.
believe that.
Like I said, he's barely a step above a primate. You know, he's a tough SOB, but man, he's a lunatic.
Domino is definitely no. It's a beautiful shot of him right there. Look at him, mean guy. Look at him.
Yeah. And his
mean
flying
guy.
wing, I mean, his elevator can't go to the top.
Definitely.
Not if he's hanging out with this beast.
It goes to about the 3rd floor.
Slamming himself on the mat, he doesn't care.
No.
I think he hangs out with Ryan Wing because Ryan Wing gets him a little action, if you know what I mean by action.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if that even interests Domino. I know he lives, he eats, he sleeps, and he fights.
That's
no
it.
particular order.
213 pounds, Christian
I'll tell you what, the guy coming out now is a worker. This guy can go.
Oh, yeah.
Christian York, I've managed him on several occasions. Most famous for the Baltimore area, down in Maryland. Recently, he just signed up with WCW, so you're going to hear a lot of big things out of this kid for years to come. Let me tell you something, people. If you're watching this tape at home a few weeks from now, remember this face, remember the name, Christian York, because you're going to see it a lot in the next few years.
That's right.
I've seen Christian York in action in the past, folks.
Looks great. The best
Looks
shape
great.
I've ever
He's
seen
a
him.
tremendous athlete.
I'm right there. People always ask me, Donnie, where are the next Billy Kidmans? Where are the next Rey Mysterios? Right here. There you go. There's one of them. Guaranteed.
Hey, he loves this, and that's what he loves doing.
Cruiserweight champion in just about every league he's participated in. Most notably, the MCW down in Maryland Championship Wrestling. Cruiserweight champion down there. Comes from the same mold as guys like Joey Matthews, Corporal Punishment, trained with guys like Mark Schrader, Axel Rotten, so this guy knows his craft.
Definitely. Technical wrestler, high flyer.
This ain't some kid from the backyard in there, folks.
No,
I'll tell
no.
you what, this guy can go.
Definitely a future star. Without a doubt. It's already a star.
Psycho Derek Domino is the fan favorite here tonight.
And it's a shame. This is almost like, you know, I compare it to almost like a hot scalpel versus a great white shark. I mean, if Christian has any chance at all, he's got to duck and move. He's got to run and slide. He's got to strike at will, because if that great white shark Domino gets a hold of you, it's over.
He knew what he was doing when he signed up with this match against
Sure,
Derek Domino, you know.
You know, I my hat's off to him. He knows that you have, in order to make it in the wrestling business, and he's going to make it, you got to show your stuff here in the tri-state area.
You got it.
Everywhere else is fine. Like I said, he comes
Domino attacked him already.
So Christian comes from a great wrestling area down in the Maryland area, the Virginias, the Carolinas, down near there. That's most notably where he's from, with the guys, like I said, Corporal, Axel, Mark Schrader, Julio Sanchez, the Cue Ball Carmichaels, all those guys down there. Names really not familiar with
Speaking of
people up
Christian
here.
York,
Good work.
I don't think he wants to get into a brawl match with Psycho Derek
No, not at
Domino.
all.
They were exchanging punches before, and as you saw, Christian York lost.
Not at all. What he has to remember is that ring is 16 by 16. That's a lot of square feet in there. He has to use every inch of it.
You got it. Oh, head scissors. Look at that.
That's
Definitely a
what he has to do.
professional ring.
Off the rope goes York, ducks the clothesline. Oh, look
There
at
you
that.
go.
Gets scooped up by Psycho Derek Domino, and he turns
He's got
into a
to
drop
take the
kick.
chances when he can. He's got to actually try to use Domino's own body weight against him. If he does that, he has a chance.
Ryan Wing trying to help him. Derek Domino wants no help.
No, not at all. I don't think Ryan Wing is going to be much a factor in this one. It's going to be the tenacity and the ferocity of Derek Domino versus the speed, quickness, and ability of Christian York.
Look at this man.
He's going to have to stay on his feet, keep it moving, hit and run. Try to get Psycho Derek Domino to the mat where he can apply a submission hold maybe and keep him down there and just work him over. And
I don't
Psycho
think
Derek Domino, all you have to do
I
is be
don't
himself
think
and
the
be a
submission
brawler.
hold is going to work. The submission hold won't work because Derek doesn't know the words "I quit." He can't even pronounce them, let alone know what they mean.
I'll tell you this, if Christian York uses his brain, he'll win the match.
He's
Oh,
got to
upset.
use technical stuff. He's got to use something like an inside cradle, a small package, schoolboy, something to that effect.
This guy's just a lunatic.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Beautiful belly to belly.
I'll tell you what, if Christian gets too close, forget it. It's going to be like a BB gun versus Godzilla. He ain't going to stand a snowball's chance.
You got it. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Without a doubt. Big 80s Donnie B, Ronnie Riots, Rick Knight, ISPW, Wildwood, New Jersey, once again.
There you go. There's an unusual sight. Domino using his head for the first time in many, many years, and he suffers for it.
Uses his head all the time. What are you talking about?
Psycho Derek Domino in the head. I don't
That's
think you're
the last
planning
place
on
you want
hurting
to hit him. No.
I don't think you plan on hurting him.
I seen Derek Domino in the locker room talking about a new finisher he wanted to do. He wanted to take a dump on the guy in the ring and throw himself on top of the guy.
Oh, you're nuts.
That's the rumor in the locker room.
The technical wrestling and all the, the things that the cruiserweights are doing, and everybody's always trying to one-up everybody. Domino keeps it simple. He's old school, but that's what works for him. I mean, he's like a bulldozer versus a tree. Sooner or later, it'll take him a while, but he'll knock it down.
What? As you're in the wrestling business, and the older you get, and the more wiser you get in that ring, and the more you learn the ring, you learn that basic wrestling will get you by, and you really don't need all the hype.
Pro wrestlers aren't paid by the hour.
No,
so if, you stay in there, you usually try to end the match as quick as you can, but as you get a little older and wiser, you let the other guy make a mistake first and capitalize on it.
Exactly.
Our athletes wrestling, they're the finest because they're on the road 320 days of the year.
You got that right.
You got every night. These athletes are something else.
If you look at all the top superstars in the world today, in every wrestling company, the top stars are basic wrestling.
Sure, and that's what they need to
basic wrestling.
Oh, Ryan Wing just interfered.
You would see Ryan Wing at the field.
And that's what they need to start teaching back in the wrestling schools today, in my opinion.
Look at them laying on the floor right there.
Start getting back to the basics, the fundamentals, all that kind of stuff.
You got it.
Right.
Everybody today wants to throw on some shorts and some sneakers and get on a show because they saw wrestling on Monday night.
And if you look on the outside right now, you got Ryan Wing.
Let me tell you, you want to try that? Go down to WrestleTech and find Glenn Osborne after about 5 minutes. See if you want to be a pro wrestler anymore. Go out to Ohio Valley and see Les Thatcher. Ask him, spend 5 minutes with me, Mr. Thatcher. Give him that attitude and see if you want to be a pro wrestler anymore.
I love this,
Guaranteed you won't.
We are the greatest athletes.
It's tough business.
It sure is. Thank God every day of my life for men like Les Thatcher and Glenn Osborne, Jimmy Kentner, all the gatekeepers that keep the floodgates from open and let all these imbeciles in. So many guys out there that don't deserve a break. That you refer to them as gatekeepers. Sure, exactly. That's what there's not many of us left that are gatekeepers. And a lot of times, like I said, there's so many goofs that are littering the independent scene, which are keeping qualified guys from working.
Like that Judas Young, you consider him one of them?
No, Judas has impressed me over the summer. He's earned his notch in the business.
You think so?
I'm talking about the kids that sell a bunch of tickets and get on a show because they put money in a promoter's pocket. It sounds like I'm on a soapbox right now, but hey, that's my own personal opinion.
Hey, Donnie B keeps it real. What do you want?
Never lied behind a reversal right into a Phil Nelson. Christian York's in trouble, but a duck down, and what is he doing? Look at this.
That's what I was talking about before. He's going to need stuff like that.
Oh, and he receives a clothesline for his effort.
Well, this man got a chance here. I didn't think we even touched on some of the main events tonight. We got the big six-man coming up.
Yes,
Glenn, Julio, and...
we have Ace Darling defending his title against Judas Young. That's going to be interesting.
WXW.
And we also have
Julio. And
we also have a match coming up that's going to consist of King Kong Bundy taking on the commissioner of the ISPW, the Iron Sheik. That's going to be
Bundy
tremendous.
and the Sheik tonight, huh?
Bundy and the Sheik tonight. Yes, we have that. We have an exciting match tonight. If the Iron Sheik was taking on anyone but Bundy, I would give it to the Iron Sheik for the simple fact that he's the former WWF champ.
He's on Bundy.
He's been around a long time, but you know what? The physical of Bundy is just too overwhelming for a man like the Iron Sheik to win.
Right there, we just almost had a 3 count in the middle of the ring there. So we're talking about Bundy and the Sheik. Domino's looking for a victory.
I think Bundy's just physically too big.
For the Sheik, the Sheik's getting up there in years. He's still a great athlete, still a great
Where's this man going to the outside?
He could whip half of the guys in today's industry, but I'll tell you what.
Second turnbuckle on the inside. Derek Domino.
Again, you know what?
Oh, Mr. Familiar
territory. A few weeks ago, Bundy scored a victory over the giant leprechaun, Patty O'Brien, who stood
we never saw him again.
Who stood at 6'5", over.
Well, that was just a mismatch.
That was a big man. That went down.
Hey,
to
let me tell you something. That don't mean nothing today.
The Sheik broke a flag over his back.
You don't got to be big to be good. You got to be good to be good. Remember that.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It ain't the size of the dog in a fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog.
Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself. Christian York right now on top, on the middle rope. Speaking
of dogs with a lot of fight, you got one in there, and his name's Christian York.
You got it.
Well, what about Derek Domino?
Tough man.
This would be like,
man.
golden hair retriever versus a pit bull.
You know what?
Think about it.
Whoever scores
Christian
a
looking
victory,
he's looking for that spin DDT, and Domino blocked it.
whoever scores a victory in this match, I don't consider it an upset at all because these are two tremendous athletes.
Not at all. A lot of people are going to see this in the audience maybe today on tape. Maybe not too familiar with Christian York, but I'll tell you firsthand, he's every bit as good as people say he is. If you investigate it, you find out. Look up his name. You'll find out.
Oh, look at this.
Whoa.
Interfering in the match, Ryan Wing, when the referee's back was turned.
Getting his man the win.
That's the first good thing that kid's done in his life.
That could be the factor in who wins this match.
So he's got his hands on the ropes.
Oh, you got to be kidding me,
hands
ref.
all over the rope.
Wait a minute.
Ref, you got to be ribbing me.
Christian York was holding.
You know, I'm all for turning a blind eye, but
Domino.
he did all but take down the ring.
I can't believe it. The referee did not see that. He's a senior referee, you know, and it got by him.
You got to be kidding me. Well, I know the guy is short and everything, but even he could see that.
Hey,
Get him a phone book to stand on if he can't see.
it happened.
And I wouldn't be in there right now if I was Ryan Wing.
Wow.
There
Whoa.
you go.
Christian York going right after Ryan Wing with a
Smack
slap
the
right in the
teeth.
face. How does
Good.
that taste?
Exactly. That don't
Whoa.
taste too good.
Doesn't taste nothing. He slapped the taste out of him.
And Derek Domino leaving without Ryan Wing. Doesn't even care that he won him the match. A good guy, that Domino.
Right now coming up, I'm told in the back that it's going to be Bundy and the Sheik coming up right now. This is going to be an exciting match.